Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to Sky Blue Fans TV. I'm Milesy. I'm back in the hot seat after a mad 3 weeks at work. Busiest time of year for me, so I'm very sorry I haven't been here. I've left it all to everyone else to look after, and they've done a fantastic job. So thank you very much to Ken, Vicky, and Claudio, and all the guests that have appeared on the show as well. Absolutely amazing. But what a day we have had, eh? We've got thunderstorms at the moment outside my window. Gosh, torrential. I've got a metal roof on my bar, so I'm just hoping I don't get struck by lightning tonight. That'd just top my day off altogether, that will. And we've only gone and done this.
BBS look like a star. Head to the top of the car. We don't abide by the law. You don't know what I just saw. Can't live without it. How you can stick for the wall? Chase out deposit. Money just stick with the.
Yes, another new signing, Asante from West Brom. We stole him from Hull. They were going to nick him, but we got him anyway. And we're going to have a little chat about that little man there who's joining our amazing team and making the push for the playoff, for promotion, actually. Automatics. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go for automatics. Let's just do it. Let's crack on. Come on, you Sky Blues. Right then, let's get our guests on. We got our usual crowd. We got Claudio. Good evening, Claudio.
Good evening, Miles. Glad you can make it. Glad to have you back.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for steadying the ship. I've already been sent a message. We need a bigger HMS, the league now. That's what I've been told.
I got a bit of theme music. I thought I could use this when I come on. I'll see if this works.
Go on then.
I don't know if it might not work.
No, it don't work. Right, okay, forget it. Let's get Vicky in. Has it worked? No, it worked. Right, let's get Vicky in. Right, hello, Vicky. I don't know what he's doing.
Did it work?
No, it didn't work. Boys in their toys. How are you, Vicky?
Know what it is now.
It's probably the Great Escape or something.
Yeah.
How's it going? All right?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you. Very good. Nice to see you back.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Great to be back. Great to be in the hot seat. Got my little Sakamoto behind me. I've demoted O'Hare below him, so he's out the way, so no one can see him. No, fair play to O'Hare. Good lad he is. Love him to bits. Shame he's gone to Sheffield United, but that's another story for another day. And we've got our Jack back from Leamington and Warwick Supporters Club. How are you, Jack? He's on mute. You're on mute.
Sorry. Good evening, everyone.
Hello. Good evening. Right then, should we play it again?
BBS look like a star. Head to the top of the car. We don't abide by the law. You don't know what I just saw. Can't live without it. How you can stick for the wall? Chase out deposit. Money just stick with the.
There you go, Asante. Now, before we go on to him, by the way, it was going to be Spot the Ball tonight, but it hasn't uploaded for some reason, so we'll do it Sunday instead. Sorry, guys. We'll do Guess the Gate tonight for Saturday. Claudio, get your pen and paper ready. Guess the Gate for Saturday. So get your guesses in out there. Right, let's come to you first, then, Victoria. Another signing. That's a statement, isn't it?
It is. Great signing. Pleased about that. I thought that he was someone we should have been looking at when West Brom first brought him in, but obviously back in those days we couldn't compete with a club like West Brom. And actually that probably shows how the dynamic of our club and their club have changed over the last couple of seasons, because they're obviously they've finished their parachute payments, so they're getting a bit tight on money, and now we can sweep in and get somebody like that from Hairman beat Hull to the snatch. So yeah, it's a decent statement signing showing where we've got to here. Now it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you just said where we can sweep under and take these players away, and we were talking a few months ago. We were talking about who's going to lose their parachute payments this season. And we said West Brom was going to be one of those. And this proves that you can't hold on to those players if, you lose that parachute payment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
makes a massive difference, isn't it, to the clubs so we're already seeing that clubs like Sheffield United can use that power to beat clubs to players. But once you've lost that, you really, and actually you're probably in a worse position, aren't you? Because you've got the players on wages that you maybe finding a bit tight now, and they're having to move people on. So
Claudio Asante, as I've just said, big statement from our club, and like Vicky's just said, our club is no longer a small club to be run, is it? It's getting bigger, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a signing I wanted. I kept banging on about a small, speedy striker to play down the middle, give us something different. It's a perfect signing, and we knew about this during the playoffs. I mean, we got wind of it back then. Yeah. We didn't say too much on it because we didn't know if it was going to come off, and then it didn't look like it was going to come off, and it's just as well we didn't bang on about it. And then 24 hours later, he's turned ship. He's come back down the M, whatever it is, straight down the M6 to us. And then, I bet Hull are really peed off, aren't they? I mean, they're already, their fans were announcing who should we get to play alongside so-and-so and so-and-so, and it's come our way. So it's a great signing. I think it's a bit of a statement, isn't it, as well? And after watching a slot on Tuesday night, I just thought this is a bonus adding this player. It's just what we need.
Yeah.
We need that pace down the middle. I think it's perfect. Is a Matty Godden, but younger. Hopefully we'll get the goal.
I mean, Jack, Will, my lad, said to me today, if this does get announced today, that Haji Wright's going to have a tall ass now to try and get into this team, because what I seen of F1 the other night was just unbelievable on that left-hand side. He's such a beast. He looks strong. He looks brilliant. But to bring in Asante to go alongside F1, that's just some addition, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like everyone said, it's a statement of what we're doing going forwards. We've got Efron that's now going to looks like our starting left winger, even if Sims is our first choice striker.
Yeah.
Where's Haji now? I mean, he scored 19 goals for us all comps, and he got 7 or 8 assists or something like that. He was our biggest goal threat by the stats, and now he's going to be a bench boy playing second fiddle on the left wing and maybe even third choice as a striker behind Asante. Yeah. It's great news. I mean, it means that Robbins isn't confident in a big woo, which is fine because he's proven at no level in the nicest way possible. Yeah. And clearly Tavares and Raphael that we've signed, they're either going to be used out on the right wing to cover Sakamoto or not at all. So it's just showing the strength that we've got in depth now in that forward position.
You say strength in depth. Do you think it is deep enough, or I think we need about another 4. I'm not being greedy, but I think we need about 4 or 5 signings. I still don't think we've got enough depth
in the forward line, in the wing and striker position. Yes, that's enough depth. In the number 10 position, probably enough. Else, that's a debate. I was just talking about the forward line mainly.
Okay. Yeah.
Even the 10 role would be fine now. We've got Matorp can play there. Raphael can fill in. Efron can fill in there. Stante can probably do a job there. So I'm now looking at the defence. Another holding midfielder, maybe a right back cover. That'll do me.
Yeah, I think we need a right back cover for Jake Bidwell because Jory's still out on De Silva, bless him. But Victoria, I mean, we were saying towards the end of the season, Matty Godden, you could see he was starting to look a bit slower than he used to be. We wanted someone quick to go up front for Sims to be able to hold the ball up and someone to run beyond him. This is the signing that can do that, isn't it, with pace?
That's it. I mean, for me, that was a priority signing. That was where I was most concerned. That I thought we were. I mean, we've all got like ideal spots that we'd like to get more depth in, or even like new players, and so we've probably all got different views on that. But for me, I really felt that we needed that second striker of a different type of player up front, and Santi's exactly the sort of player that we needed. And Phil was, for me, what I thought was the most crucial, like the biggest gap that we had in the squad. I mean, it's always difficult, isn't it? Because we haven't got a lot of money, have we? So there's only so many players that we can bring in, and trying to keep them all happy, that's another issue, isn't it? So in an ideal world, if we had all the money in the world, we could have like 3 or 4 players for every position, like a Man City type team. But that's just not the real world, is it? But we just had a couple of positions, I think, at the start of like sort of pre-season that we thought these need to be filled, and Asante's. I'm really quite excited that after Tuesday, because I felt excited after Tuesday because I thought that was a great game, which we'll talk about in a bit. But that, and then today, I can't wait for the season to start now. I'm so buzzing.
I mean, Claudia, I've been watching the shows, and I've heard you mention a couple of times we need a wow signing now. We've got the pre-season underway. We need a wow signing. Is this that wow signing you're after?
Yeah, well, I wanted 2. This is definitely one. We could do another one, and I think we just need an enforcer. We need somebody who can really battle hard in front of the back four, not necessarily go forward, just to clean things up, just to that ball basically. But yeah, it's a great sign. I mean, this guy is 25, perfect age. You know, he's been at Ebbsfleet. He's Sutton United was there on loan. Started at Milton Keynes, Salford United or Town, the City, whatever they're called. He's done it the hard way, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's good. I mean, he was good for West Brom, regardless of what they say. Which is, you know, we're all the same as fans. It's like with O'Hare going. You know, all of a sudden, to some people, he was never any good. You know, it's just rubbish. You know, he's a good player, and I think he'll fit in nicely. I mean. Jack spoke about a big crew. I thought he looked all right, you know. I can see him going out on loan, but he looks a good prospect, definitely.
Yeah,
you know,
I think a big crew.
I mean, why let these players go anyway? I mean, because I know Jack just mentioned Haji Wright, but they will get game time. That's what you want. You want like for like when they're coming on. In the past, last season we had 3 goalies on the bench at some matches.
Yeah,
that's a weak squad, isn't it? When you've got 3 goalkeepers sat on the bench, you can't put one of them up front unless you're Stuart Pearce. When he put what's his name, David Jack for Man City, when he's got a striker on the bench, I think it's great. I mean, if we get somebody else in, wonderful, but we have to be realistic as well. But it's really funny, isn't it, how Doug King mentions we've got to be realistic and then we sign a player.
But the thing is, I mean, for me, I think this is a big statement. I think this is a massive statement. I think the club have done well in the transfer window so far. We'll talk about Everton in a minute. From what I've seen against Everton, I was blown away by some of the performances. It was wonderful. But I just think this is another piece of the jigsaw that we are filling to make a push for the playoffs or automatic. That'd be a long shot to get automatic, but this is a piece of the jigsaw that we've filled that could give us that little bit of edge to get us into that playoffs or the last space of automatics. Because for me, this is phenomenal. This is a fantastic transfer window. And I still say Mason is a new signing, even though we signed him in January. It's still classed as a new signing in the summer. And I just think it's just everything just looks like as if all the pieces are starting to fit together now. I am gutted O'Hare left. I think he would have, having him still in this team, I think it just would have really finished it off, if you know what I mean. I just think the work ethic and everything else from him, I just think that, if we kept him, I think it would have been, this would feel a little bit better. But
It'll be interesting come the end of this. It'll be interesting come the end of the season, Miles, won't it? Who's actually But it feels a little bit like, do you remember the League One season where a couple of players left us to go to Sunderland, and Sunderland were like, oh, we're nicking all your best players and we're going to go up with them, and then we got promoted and they didn't. It feels a little bit like that again, and I can sort of see that come the end of the season, we're the ones celebrating and Sheffield United haven't done it, and there's a few players there with some regrets about the choices they made.
Yeah, Lee Burge, wasn't it? And
Jordan Willis went there as well.
Willis, Willis went.
Yeah. Who also, similarly to O'Hare, was talking about playing at a higher level and then chose to stay in the same league. So some similarities there.
I think if we'd have kept O'Hare, we wouldn't be getting Asante in today. Simple as.
Maybe not.
I don't think that would have happened.
No, maybe not. No. Right, listen, I've got to play a little video. Buswell put it on Twitter earlier. I messaged him. I seen him the other day. I went and filled up my car with some fuel, and he was in the old petrol station at Sainsbury's in Lem. He works in there, bless him. He's brilliant. He's a great lad. He's absolutely brilliant. And I messaged him. I've seen this little video, and he says we can use it. So yeah, enjoy this. We're going to get a lot of this, he says. This is what he says. He's going to get a lot of this. Lad. Cheers. That's right. That's brilliant, isn't it? Watch it then.
Robin sticking his head in like that is one of my favourite shots ever. I love that. It's like when he just sticks his head down when he's like.
Well, I use that every time now. I've just
love that.
Yeah, and every time we beat somebody, I just use the same line every time. Yeah. You've seen the city now, home.
Now, before we talk about Everton, right, where is this scumbag? Come on, guys. There must be someone out there that knows where this scumbag is. 7 weeks tomorrow, and he's still on the run. So there's got to be someone out there, or someone who watches the show that knows someone that knows, or they know someone that knows him, or they know someone that knows him. Come on, there's got to be someone out there who knows where this guy is. He's still on the run 7 weeks after the tragic accident for Keaton. And our hearts still go out to all their family and friends and relatives because it's just devastating. And we did pay tribute to him on Tuesday night, didn't we? Which is great. Let's get that up first. Where is it? I'm going to find it. Was it that one? No, not that one. Here it is. So we paid tribute to him on Tuesday night, and the Three Gills up in where was it?
Southport.
Where was it again? Southport. That's it. So yeah, the Three Gills up there as well, and a tribute was paid. Let's play that now. There you go. A little tribute to Keaton and the Three Girls up in Southport. So let's hope they can catch the person who did that to Keaton, and justice is done. Now, it was a lovely moment there, Victoria, for Keaton and his family.
Yeah, well, I think that was always going to be the case, wasn't it? The Sky Blue Army with a supportive fan base. I mean, it's sad that came about, so we had to do that, but the respect was there. So yeah,
absolutely loads of respect. Right, let's have a little chat about the game then. before I've actually going across the bottom of the screen, is join our EFL Fantasy League. Right, you can join. Get on the app, use the code going across the bottom. You can join, and there will be a prize for the end of the season. And we might even have a prize each month. We might even give a prize to who's top of the league each month with the run up to the end of the season. So join our Fantasy League, EFL Fantasy League, going across the bottom of the screen. Here's the code. Come and join us. Let's get loads of us on there. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That would be really appreciated. We really love that. So we'll have that going across. So let's come to you first then, Jack. Positives from Tuesday night. What did you make to it?
I thought the positives started at kickoff and they finished. Well, they started before kickoff with that applause, and it finished as the full-time whistle blew. I didn't see anything but positivity out there. It was fantastic. I do just want to give a shout out to the Everton fans joining in on that minute applause. They were all on their feet by the end of that minute, so just want to say thank you to them for joining in. Yeah, I mean the only negative that you can really pick on Tuesday is some a little bit sloppy passes going astray. I can probably think of about 4 or 5 of them, and that's it. The rest of that game was impeccable. If we play like that week in, week out, we're winning the league with 100 points. We're not going to because we're Coventry, but if we play like that, we've won the league. We'll be Premier League. Simple as.
He's on the trick.
He's on the Matchday. He's on the Matchday. Big bottles as well.
Yeah. nice big one.
It is, yeah.
It's like a wine bottle. It's great.
I think we're going to have to ban him. I think it's saying
Three for
like
a fiver, that was.
100 points. Come on.
Other lagers are available.
101 points, Jack. Not 100 points.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, who shone for you? Who was your man of the match that game on Tuesday night?
Efron, Sakamoto, they were the best. Rudoni was very good. I know some people said he was their man of the match. I think he was a culprit of a couple of sloppy passes personally, but he's new to the club. That's going to happen. He's not on the perfect wavelength yet. Fantastic all around. I looked at the team at the beginning and thought Eccles and Allen in midfield, that seems lightweight and a little bit... They were solid. It was unbelievable. Allen and Eccles just keeping the ball, spreading it around, doing exactly what we expect Simbas to do. Yeah, just an impeccable performance from everyone on that pitch.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I feel. I mean, I thought it was just fantastic. Claudio, I'm going to speak to you a little bit about Dovin. I mean, he didn't really have much to do, but
I'll tell you what he did do. He moved the ball a lot quicker.
Yeah,
he didn't dally on the ball. He got when he got to his feet, he just kicked it out virtually straight away to a defender. And I think the difference, the way we played from towards the back end of last season, I know it was a friendly, but we changed the transition's the word, isn't it? The new word is in football. When we got the ball, we got forward quickly. 3 or 4 passes, we were already on the edge of their box at times, and it was so exciting with Mason Clark and Sakamoto. Mason Clark's a beast, isn't he? He's solid. He's like twinkle toes. Unbelievable. His feet and that, really quick feet. And I think we look absolutely solid with those 2 wide. Sakamoto, you just realise how much we missed him.
Yeah.
You know, it just lifts the crowd. I thought it was great. Jamie Allen, I thought was excellent, box to box on Tuesday night. I've got to say, the defenders, the midfielders, Eccles does look the weakest. That doesn't mean he played bad. It just means he's not as strong as the others. You can see that. Defensively, Binks is the man. Love him. Great player. I just think Bobby Thomas, he ain't going to get away with some of them passes when the league starts. It's just as well, Calvert-Lewin is absolute garbage because if that's a Premier League forward, just absolute rubbish. And I was talking to some Everton fans, they're saying that his head's been turned by the talk about he might be going to Newcastle. I wouldn't be signing that. That's just... If we signed him for us, I'd be disappointed at the minute. I'd be like, well, great. What's he going to offer us that we haven't got? And that's for Sims. Sims was lovely. I know it was against his old club, but he was actually using his body, wasn't he? He was backing in. I thought of Vicky when he scored. Straight away, I thought, message me in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I thought when he scored. I thought, oh, he could be happy.
But he looks happy. He looked happy, I thought, on Tuesday night, which is a key, isn't it? I mean, it was great. Obviously, it's not perfect. We know that, but it was great. And it's the enthusiasm we needed, you know.
Yeah.
And because Lucas said to me, what do you reckon? I said, well, I'll put it this way. If we lose, people just go, well, it's Premier League, isn't it? I suppose we lose, that's it. You know, we expected to lose, but we didn't. And we played them off the park. I know it was a friendly. We still played them off the park. And in the end, they were sticking the footing, weren't they? They left a lot of stuff on our players towards the end of that match. But yeah, all in all, fantastic.
Vicky, Claudio touched on your favourite player. Have you started the fan club yet? Have we got badges and stuff to collect?
No, we have to get on that now. Yeah.
T-shirts?
Yeah, as soon as you went in, I was like, they're going to be thinking of me.
I mean, what did you make to his performance? Because he is your favourite player at the moment. I mean, what did you make to him?
Yeah, I thought he looked good. I thought he looked. I think, like Claudia said, the main thing was he looked happy and involved in the game. I mean, actually, moving on from Sims, one of my biggest highlights of the day was Rodoni, because obviously I hadn't really seen him in a club shirt before, only like sort of clips off like from Spain and Germany, and I really liked him, and I thought that was a really like a really big positive, and I think that what we're going to have this season, if we play like that or in that vein, is excitement. It's exciting football, isn't it? We're getting forward with some pace, with some skill, and with some fun. And at the end of the day, no matter how the results go over the season, that's going to be enjoyable more than it's not, isn't it? We're in for a good season, and that's exciting as well. And I think.
But you look at sorry, Vicky. You look at now we've got Asante, Rodoni, Sakamoto, Mason Clark. We ain't going backwards, are we? With those sort of players, you're going to have to go forward because they just like go forward.
That's it. We can drive all the time.
You mentioned Rodoni, and 9 times out of 10, he turned to go forwards. He looked to go forward, which is what we want. So much better.
Wanted the ball. He was always offering for the ball, and then he always wanted to get forward with it, didn't he? And then that dictates the way that we play. If you've got a midfielder that wants to ask for the ball and then drive forward with it, that, like you said, we're always going to be going forward. And Binks was looking to do that, like long ball spraying it to like either to Sakamoto or to Milan, like if he was falling forward. So that's just driving us forward all the time, isn't it? That players that are looking for a forward pass. And I think then that obviously suits Sims because we're getting balls into the box. He's there, knocking in the back of the goal. 20 goals this season, easy.
You know what I was impressed with Sims's performance, the way that he backed into the players, he held the ball up, he was always looking for F1 off his as he had his back to the goal. He was looking to his right for F1 to run past, for him to be able to lay it off to him. He was looking out to Sakamoto to be able to spread it wide. We were looking to spread it wide. And if you remember towards the end of last season, we kept saying that, not many teams play with wide players. Yeah. And we said, we all had a chat. We said, so why don't we start playing with wide players? Because it'll catch everyone out. They won't know how to cope with it because not everyone uses wingers. They use wing backs. So they don't use wingers. Where the way we sat up, we were playing 4-4-2, weren't we, really, in a way? Or was it 4-4-2? Yeah, it was.
The other thing about Sims as well that's good, I thought that last season he was a bit too nice. Like if it was a defender challenging, sometimes he'd be a bit like, "Oh, you go," and you're thinking, "No, that's your ball." Like, whereas this season he looks more like he's going to be like, "No, that's my ball, and I'm winning it." And that's what you need from your striker. Last season, sometimes he was just a little bit too nice, and he let defenders like boss him around. And it looks like they've obviously been working on that with him because that looked different as well.
Yeah, I just think he looked the player that he was towards the end of the season. He looked like the player that played against Man United and played against Wolves and scared the defenders. Yeah, just scared them, terrified them.
What about the corners as well? We actually got a Rodoni. But the corners were great, weren't they?
Yeah.
Every corner. They were making the runs for them. They just weren't getting on the end of them. But the corners were bang on.
Well, I just want to say Sakamoto was the show for me. I thought it was just like having a new signing. He looks a bit stronger than he was. He looks like he's been working out a little bit more. And he just, the first half when he made that dummy on, I can't remember who it was now, but
Ashley Young, wasn't it?
Ashley Young, that's right, against Ashley Young. He totally fooled Ashley Young. And it was just hilarious. And I could see it from down the other end, and we were just cracking up laughing. We went, oh, here we go. He's at it again. And he did. He just, Sakamoto for me was just unbelievable. But new signing wise, I thought Radoni, like you said, Claudio, he had a few loose passes, which you're going to get this time of year. You're going to get it in friendlies. You know, he's got to freshen it up a little bit. He's got to get used to the way we're playing, and he is going to get a few loose passes, especially in pre-season. I thought Radoni was absolutely amazing. I thought he was brilliant. You know, and for his first game at the CBS in a sky blue shirt, I thought he did absolutely brilliantly well. And Victor Torp when he came on. I mean, blimey O'Reilly, what a game he had when he came on, didn't he?
What a goal. That third goal. Goal. What a move.
Palmer as well, yeah.
It was the double nutmeg for me. The Palmer nutmegged him for the pass to Torp, and then Torp nutmegged the defender and picked out the bottom corner, side netting. Just perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I went down at half time with Luke, and I said to Luke, I completely forgot Jake Bidwell was playing. Because he was having such a good first half. You forgot he was playing, Jake Bidwell, because everything else was working on the pitch. It just made it look a bit easier for him because, like you said, Claudia, we were going forwards. We weren't playing any passes back. We were moving it forwards, and we were moving it forwards within 4 or 5 passes or 6 passes. We were up the other end of the pitch.
Well, I honestly thought them being the Premier League team, they'd have the ball and that, but they didn't. I mean, I put on Facebook, if we were in the Premier League, we would not finish below Everton. I don't think they're that good. I mean, they're so lucky that the 3 teams who went up last season are just poor, weren't they, for the Premier League, basically. They got lucky.
I think they got lucky. We only scored 3.
Yeah.
You know, Palmer's free kick, Bet Jaman, or however you say that, put it over the bar. We had some good chances. Even the Sims won in the first half.
I mean, all these players coming in is just great competition for Palmer, Latabodier. You know, it's just competition all over the pitch now to be able to get into that team.
And then we took the Mickey by bringing on a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Look at him.
And he nearly scored.
Seriously, Benjamin, right? He's about 4 foot, isn't he?
Where's he come from?
He's smaller than Dion Ellie Evans, isn't he?
Yes, that's a name for the past.
Yeah, he's smaller than him. Oh, he's tiny, man.
Well, I wonder if it's deceptive because sometimes because the other players are so tall, like when we've met some of them at at the events, some of the players that I thought were really short actually were taller in real life. I think because some players are so tall, it makes them look like really short.
Yeah, but Jamie Allen towered over this kid.
Even I would tower over him, and I'm small.
I reckon the real sub was meant to come on, and the ball boy tripped him up, and the ball boy ran on because he nearly scored, didn't he?
He did. Right, let's get some comments in just a sec. But first of all, man of the match was Jack Radoni. There you go. And I reckon he got man of the match, right? And this is the reason he got man of the match. This is our fault. Yeah, it's our fault he got man of the match. Watching all these videos on our TikTok watches, he's going to give him a real good spirit going into this season, isn't it?
The Jimmy Hill bit.
Putting TikToks out them.
That Jimmy Hill bit absolutely kills that. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's just so...
Brilliant.
Pass on the back to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did this after.
Bring on the league now. We're ready to go. I'm playing here as a Coventry player, so... No, I was buzzing. It was a great game.
You're playing against the Premier League side, but we absolutely bossed the game.
We're confident. We've been training hard. We're gelling well as a team, and we're just trying to take step by step, game by game, and feel like we're getting stronger by the week. Bring on the league now. We're ready to go.
You've obviously settled in well.
It's been really easy to settle in, actually, which is credit to everyone, the club, the staff, everyone upstairs, and all the players. Feels like home already. So easy to fit in and then take onto the pitch. So yeah.
I was interviewing Haji right now, and I said, well, name one player that you think is maybe that little bit more special, and he chose you. So it's a good compliment.
Yeah, no, Haji's a good guy. I get along with him well, so glad he said that.
There you go. Hey, if you want to see any more of those videos, head over to TikTok on our TikTok channel, and we're going to be uploading loads and loads and loads of them all the time. So that video was courtesy of Ken. Ken got the video of the interview. Would play the interview, but it's nearly 5 minutes long, so we don't really want to sit here.
Did you go corporate then, did he? I didn't realise he was in there. In the lounge.
His mate goes in the lounge, so he sneaks in. Old Ken doesn't he? You know what it's like. Sneaks in. He sneaks in. All right, that was the other thing as well, wasn't it? It was this that happened on 77 minutes. Tell you what, some atmosphere for a friendly, wouldn't it, Jack?
That was class. That was class. I mean, I said halfway through the game when everyone had finally got in that we got a better crowd today than we were 4 years ago at home. Or even just after COVID, we've got better crowd at a pre-season friendly than we were getting against our biggest rivals 3-4 years ago. It's fantastic.
It dispels the myth about you got to have the fans right up against Singer's Corner, the away fans. You don't. You put the away fans, shove them out the way, and get our lads and girls behind both goals. Yeah. I thought it was great atmosphere. I was saying to Luca, this is fantastic. This is, and I thought the people behind the goal were great. Whoever was there, I thought it was excellent. We've got to dominate that stadium.
Yeah. I mean, Vic. I mean, putting the fans behind that goal. If it was like that on a friendly, what's it going to be like in 3 weeks' time?
Exactly. I agree with Claudia. You got that sweep round there, and all Cov fans, it's all like going for it. We're gonna make it like a fortress. We're gonna make it so that teams don't want to come and play here because they know we're going to play good football. We're going to go for them, and then you're going to have the fans like on you all the time, and so that people don't want to come and play us because it's a difficult game. That's what we're going to make it. Because last season we threw away too many results at home. And if we've got real ambitions of promotion, home form's imperative, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, we didn't win enough at home last season, did we, Claudio, to really put a push?
No, I think we only won 9. I think.
Yeah, 9.
And lost 6 in the end, 5 or 6.
6.
Yeah, because we only lost the one game. Was it Preston for a while? I think then we lost the Baggies. So we lost 2 games at home, and we were drawing too many. Then towards the back end, we just fell apart at home. It was, we know why.
4 on the bounce, didn't we? Was it 4 on the bounce?
Yeah, that's rubbish. That hadn't happened for years from I think the relegation season. 4 on the bounce. That's unusual at home for us in any era, to be honest. Yeah. So, but no, I thought atmosphere superb.
Absolutely brilliant.
Nice as well. Yeah, what was nice was to see everybody as well, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that. Walking up to, you get the summer and you miss the people you see regularly. So it was great going up and seeing. Obviously, bumped into you guys outside the ground. Saw Claudia when I was coming out afterwards. Bumped into Anne in the stadium. So of different people, and that's nice. That's what part of makes you excited for the season again. Just seeing all the people that you know through the football. So I enjoyed that as well.
I loved it because it was lovely and warm. I think we should start the season in 1st of June, and we should have a winter break, and we should come back when the sun's out again. Because I tell you, I could live with that being up there every day.
November, that'll do, and then have a winter proper Not
Tell
a
ya,
winter summer transfer window, do a winter one. So I'll do.
I could get used to watching football like that. It was beautiful, wasn't it? It was just so nice, so nice. Now there was we did get a goal. We managed to get a video of a goal. Ken never puts his. I don't know how he watches a game. I don't, because he just has his phone out all the time. He's got a new phone. I think that's something to do with it. But he's got the goal, F1 Mason's goal. And all I want to say is, when this ball left Sakamoto's boot, I went, "This has got goal all over it." Here you go. I mean, what a goal, wasn't it? Great goal.
Claudia, can I just say, your concentration face is very serious. We're all smiling at that video. You're just so focused.
Who?
You.
I was thinking that it looked, I think, way better from our side.
Yeah.
Because you see Mason Clark's run.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a proper player for us.
I'm in the safe standing, so it's right in front of me. Literally, I'm on the angle.
But we need to tell Ken to turn his phone around the landscape.
Well, yeah.
Don't confuse him now. He'll get all confused if you tell him to change it.
That's it, like,
that is case.
yeah, because Asante, so not, I thought he was in front of me in the first half, obviously, because I sit down near the end from Ken, and some of his stuff that him and Sims and Bidwell were doing between the three of them, I thought this is going to be exciting. And I mean, Seamus Coleman had to pretend he was injured because he couldn't even cope with him, and somehow they got a free kick, like for nothing. It was just ridiculous.
Mad, absolutely. I was so pleased with that performance. It was just brilliant. Right, Claudio, should we get some comments? I think we've got about 500.
Right, and here we go. Right, that's evening all from Wayne Vaughan.
Evening, Wayne.
And
he had a suntan, Wayne did. He's been on holiday.
Great sign. I think MR and GB will bring the best out of BTA.
Yeah.
That's Keely Surtee says evening all.
Evening, Keely.
We've got an evening all from Ralph Wiggins, and brilliant sign, he says as well. Paul Cutterford, how are you doing, mate? Must be referring to you. Oh.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Good, mate. Missed you the other night, though. You weren't sat with us.
Graham Cockrell, what a good sign and good evening to you all.
Yeah, good evening, Graham.
Hello, all from Colin Branfield. Hello, Colin. It's part of our group, isn't he, Jack?
Colin? I don't know. In all honesty, sorry. we've had so many new members this summer, which is fantastic. I can't keep up with everyone until I've met them.
Keely Surtee, what a great signing. I agree on that. I mean, it can only be positive. Wayne Littlewood, Miles is back. Been on your jollies, have you? Lazy part-timer.
I wish.
It's a bit like Susanna Reid. He has like 6 weeks off. You know, she does that during the holidays, doesn't she? GBM. There's no need. The kids are grown up, but she still has 6 weeks off in the summer holidays. I don't know why I brought that up. It's probably because I missed it in the mornings. So, Steve Price, Darmstadt away, ole, best away day ever. I thought it was hilarious that Luca's mates were on the video that was sent to us all in a row. And Lucas says, "Yeah, I was meant to go, but I've just come back from Spain." I thought, oh, can't go away again. Yeah, this. I thought, well, all your mates were there. Merriman, even guys, new signing, just what we need, what me and Claudio have wanted. That's right, Trevor. I can shut up now. Can't I? We got some guesses for guess the crowd. If you want to guess the crowd, get them in. I'll try and write them all down. Trevor says a fast-paced striker. That's what you do need. Graham Cockrell, first lead, second Cov, Burnley. That's my top 3 this season. Wayne Vaughan just watched his video and he states he nearly signed for us in League 2. That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
We have looked a few times, haven't we? I know that there's been speculation before, and it's always been someone that's been interesting. It's actually worked out probably quite well, isn't it? Because he's had some more development, we're more ready, and we've probably just got him at the right time. And 4 years now, 25 to 29, we're just like with him getting improvement from Mark and George. Really see the best of him, won't we? I think it's probably, whereas if we'd have bought him a few years ago, we'd have probably have sold him on by now, whereas we're going to get the benefit. So it's probably worked out for the best.
So Quentin Cartwright, but he nearly joined us in 2017.
Well, instead we got Peter Vincenti, so we did well out of that.
Where's he these days?
Who knows? Great signing. One thing to discuss, do you think we got the player based on the additional money from Vic? If so, is this showing that we are not in a position to actually buy players with revenue DCFC generates without the sale of our big players? Well, I had a discussion with my son on the way out the ground. We're talking about the shirt sales, and we sold 5,500, which at 50 quid, whatever. It don't equate to a lot, really. Compared to Inter Milan, who are 20th in the charts for sales in the whole world, and that equates to 26 million euros, and they're 20th. So, and that's the difference, isn't it? So I don't think we're going to. We have to sell. We have to go up to get the money, basically.
Yeah. I think, like Wayne's just said, I think we've always had to rely on selling players to bring new players in. Look at James Maddison, selling him on, to bring a couple of players in. We have to, and that's where we are, and that's the sort of club we are. But I believe that I think we've already spent the Vic money. I think this money has come from, we didn't spend the Hamer money yet. So this has probably come from the Hamer money that he's been squealing away and earning a bit of interest on it in 12 months and then buying a couple of players in. But they're over 4-year deals, so you spread the payment over 4 years. So, it works quite well. And it works well with his 5-year plan to get into the Premier League, doesn't it? So once he's in the Premier League, he gets that money and he pays all the players off then, doesn't he? He pays all the clubs off. So
things like player shirt revenue and like gates and things. Also, there's some longevity about that, isn't there? Like we're breaking records at the moment, aren't we? Like records, season ticket sales, record shirt sales. There's other clubs that have been hitting figures like that for years and have been having that revenue consistently. So that's something that might change our outlook completely if we maintain those sorts of levels going forward. I mean, I think Sunderland sold over, they were double figures on their first day of shirts, and I suspect that that's something they probably regularly do. So we're sort of catching up on that for a bit. So I guess if in sort of 10 years' time, like we're in the Premier League and we're regularly getting big gates, big like shirt sales, and like Premier League money, it just changes the dynamic entirely, doesn't it? Like at the moment, we're new to having big gates, we're new to selling lots of merchandise, and like we're new to a lot of things, really, aren't we?
Well, we'll come on to the gate very later on. But if you want to have a guess the gate for Saturday, then have a guess the gate. We were meant to have Spot the Ball, but it hasn't uploaded, and I can't get it uploaded tonight, so we'll get it on for Sunday night. But guess the gate tonight. So if you want to have a little go. But we will talk about the crowds because I'm a little bit infuriated about it and the club need to do something. And I'll explain how they could do it later on. Right, carry on. Guess questions.
Paul Cutterford, he was on 20k a week at West Brom, so I think we'll have to match that. Oh, well, who knows?
We can afford.
To hijack a signing instead of it happening to us, correct?
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Brilliant.
Yeah, we're bigger than you, basically. Whole City, know your place. Mick Davenport, everyone.
Even Mick.
Janet, Ian and Janet. Oh, it's Wayne. I did see Wayne actually at the game. I sort of walked past him. I thought, I ain't got time for Wayne tonight. I did say, sorry, mate. I'll stop next time. Well, we got it late. I got my pie. I wanted to sit down and eat it. Wayne Littlewood, don't mention squad depth, Miles. You will trigger some of the Sky Blue Army.
Oh no. Oh, sorry. I still think we need a few more.
Aaron, we have plenty of depth up front now. Surely, for me, we need a central midfielder and a right back. Then I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm with Aaron. I'm spot on. 2 players. That'll do, mate.
Yeah. James Hollyoak, need an experienced head now. There's also, I've heard about this. Mick Davenport, rumours going around about a sign of Belgian soon.
Oh, De Bruyne.
Lukaku, maybe.
Or the next De Bruyne.
Yeah, the next De Bruyne.
Graham Cockrell.
You need the next Moussa Dembele, not the next De Bruyne. That's what we need.
Yeah.
The Tottenham one, I mean.
Yeah.
Graham Cockrell, it's been a great transfer season. Do you all agree? I think it's been pretty good, actually, to be honest.
I mean, when you consider where we were 7 years ago to this transfer window, and where you consider where we were 3 years ago in the summer, we signed Casey Palmer on a free. That was the only signing we made. The rest were loans. To have what we've done so far, I think it just shows the way the club is going and the way we're moving forward. I think it's absolutely brilliant. The transfer window's been great, I think, and I think it's only going to get better. And we've still got a few weeks left, haven't we? So it's just brilliant. I just think it's out to think the players that we've signed in this summer is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Last summer, January, and then this summer, the players we brought in, like Milan Sakamoto, Torp, now like Asante and Efron and Rideau. I mean, it's just like it's crazy. And 7 years ago, you could have only dreamt this was right. It's just so exciting.
You can't believe it, can you? You literally can't believe it. It's just, I don't know. It's some statement that the club is moving in the right direction. And there's that podcast I was watching that I sent you all the I can't remember the name of it now, but the guy is just absolutely raving about it. Yeah, that's it. Second tier. He's raving about us the other day. I've watched it today. He's got a 5-minute video today or an 8-minute video today, and he's raving about us again. And you're like, crikey, when do we ever get spoke about on all these different channels the way we're being spoke about? Something magical is happening at this club, and it's just on the field, something magical is happening. Off the field, which we'll talk a little bit about later on, is not there. But we'll talk about that.
I'd say about Doug King as well. I mean, he could have easily sat on the money he's been getting in. That's what Oyston at Blackpool did when they got promoted. He spent no money whatsoever. The family took the money and just ran off with it, basically, and the club went pretty much bankrupt. Yeah. So he's actually signing players. He could have easily gone, well, actually, we can't afford to sign anybody. We're going to have to sign players for 200,000 or get loans in because. And he could have done it that way, but he's not. He's been honest. He's been upfront. He's got a goal, hasn't he?
Here's a question: Are we going to get any loan signings in this year at all?
Well, that'd be interesting. If it is, it'd be last minute, won't it? But it doesn't look that way, does it?
Because Binksy was the only one last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And we've now bought him. We don't need loans now. We've been relying on loans for far too long. When we were at Wembley a year and a half ago, we had a back 5 of loan players that we could have fielded. And League 2, League 1, we've relied on loan players. We don't anymore. That's the stages we've come. We've come from League 2 and loaning players to a touch from the Premier League, a touch from an FA Cup final, and we own our squad, all on long-term contracts.
Yeah.
We don't need another Ayari, do we, Miles?
No. The trouble with loan players is that, especially a lot of these young kids, the parent club's going to want them to play, aren't they? Well, we don't want to do that because we want to play our players. So it makes it quite difficult then, doesn't it, really? So I can't see it, really.
No, I can't see it. I think we're building a platform. We're building a team ready to go up, and the team's going to be ready. They're going to be gelled. It reminds me of a couple of seasons ago when we got to that playoff. You were hearing commentators saying about, you can tell that our team had been together 12 months before that season that we made that push for the playoffs. They could tell that we'd been together for 12 months. They could tell that they were used to each other. And that's why this season with this pre-season has been so vital to it. This is our first pre-season, right, since lockdown, really, because we got to the playoffs, right, and we missed pre-season because we were 3 weeks behind, because the playoffs were like 3 weeks behind. So, this is our first pre-season. We didn't have a pre-season last season. We had a bad start to the season. We had a bad start to the season before. And this season, we've had this great pre-season. They're starting to know each other. You can see it on the pitch already, what they've been working on. You can already see it. Last season, we were saying after 12 games, they don't know where each other are, weren't we? We were saying they don't know. Hadji Wright doesn't know where he is, or Sims doesn't know where Hadji is, or, the midfield doesn't know where the wingers are. And it wasn't clicking. We kept saying, when's it going to click? When's it going to click? But when you watch that the other night against Everton, I know they're a couple of weeks behind, but still, we looked like we were clicking already. You know what I mean? It just looks different, doesn't it? It looks different. It really does.
Definitely.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I've got loads here. Let me get through these. Early Doors Football TV. Evening to Miles. It's got Miley, Milesy, Claudio, Jack and Vicky. Just come across your show. So first time here. Hope you're all well. Good luck with your season.
Oh, thank you very much.
West Ham fan.
Hello. Nice to see you. Hello.
Paul Hughes, evening all. Sorry I'm late. Wonderful news. Obviously having a shower in his travel lodge.
That's a fine. Paul's meeting us at Stoke, by the way. I've got him 2 tickets for Stoke.
I've got mine. I've got my Bristol City tickets as well. Wayne Vaughan, Rudoni will replace Callum, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right with that, after what I've seen the other night.
Well, goes this one here. Aaron, after seeing Rudoni, I'm not concerned about O'Hare leaving by any means. I mean, Callum hardly featured towards the back end of the season, really. Mark Rainbow, do you think that the formation of Tuesday is going to be the preferred starting formation? If so, how do you think BAT would fit in that? It's my preferred formation. So where would,
He'll come on. He'll come on in for Sims for 15 minutes to go and scare the hell out of some defenders by running at them with some pace. Or if we really, really struggle, here we'll end up going to some sort of 4-4-2, and we'll shove him up front, and we'll let Sims hold up the ball, and he'll take it on and run at the defenders again. So he can be used in multiple ways, and it'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have a set lineup either. I think it's going to be, with these players, he will rotate them more, won't he? He'll have better choices to change it.
Well, I said to Neil, sat next to Neil on Tuesday, and I said this starting 11 will be his starting 11 because there's a few injuries and that are still out there. If Ben Sheaf's fit, then he'll come in. Obviously, he has to come straight in. But really, that 11 that started on Tuesday night, that'd be his starting 11, I think.
Yeah, I think Sheaf and Torp in that midfield preferred if fully fit, but the other 9, absolutely.
Yeah,
and that for first 11. I mean, that's a top first 11, isn't it? I mean, how many other clubs? Like, I was thinking about this the other day when people were saying about like when you got people on social media saying about that we need more players and we're too weak and things like that. And I was thinking, you look at that first 11, I don't think I'd swap that for any of the first 11 in the league. Like, there's players from other teams you'd have, but I think like every team's got vulnerabilities in certain positions, and I like our first 11. I think that's like quality across the board.
So you got Sheffield United, and they're signing loads of players, but they're signing mercenaries.
Yeah,
they're just signing players who are just going there because they know they've got the cash.
yeah.
They're going to be a team of players, not a team, aren't they?
Yeah, there's no way they're going for the manager. You know, he's not that manager's not going to excite you, is it?
No.
Yeah, Steve Price Rodoni looking like an O'Hare upgrade. So excited about our new signings. 2 more and we'll have real depth. Of course, he's got some Italian in him, hasn't he, Rodoni? Quality. Graham Cockrell. The new kit reminds me of the kit we used when Jimmy Hill got us promoted to the top division.
I'm not that old.
Evening, everyone. Good to see Miles back.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you. Good to be back.
Early Doors Football TV. Don't know if you've seen the news. Craig Shakespeare has died. That's terrible. I know he had cancer. He's only about 59, 60, I think.
No.
Not real. That's terrible news.
Terrible.
Trevor Merriman. Sorry, Marzi, but disagree about O'Hare. I think we'll be a better team without him, my opinion. It's fair enough.
That's absolutely fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Alison Berry, evening, lovelies.
Evening.
And Joyner, good evening, lovely people. Great one on Tuesday. Cracking performance from every player. Good to see you, Victoria.
It was. I saw Anne. It was lovely to see her, Mark.
It's nice being called lovely.
Yeah.
We've got worse on this show.
Yes, Ralph Wiggins, it's been a fantastic transfer window, and also don't forget some of the fringe players will improve with the other great players around them. PUSB.
They will.
I'm going to go down to Peter Dolan. Good evening. It's all an exciting time to be a Sky Blues fan.
Definitely is.
Wayne mentions the queues. We'll come to that in a second.
Yeah.
Everton fans must be devastated travelling all that way for a friendly to get the level of performance from them. You know what disappointed me, though? It's a friendly, and I had a decent chat with 2 or 3 Everton fans just about the game in general, about the state of their team and our team and that. But you had some of our fans just taking the mickey out of some of their fans as they were leaving outside the ground, and not in a very nice way. I'm thinking it's a friendly. They're from Liverpool. Be very careful. My disappointment with Everton, they've been out of the top flight 4 seasons in their entire history. You'd think they'd be more solid than what they are. That's. I can understand being an Everton fan. You'd be really worried at the minute. That's what I got the impression from their fans, saying they knew they were a week or so behind us, but they just thought that was just terrible. And they lost to Salford's at the weekend as well. So.
Yeah.
Well, they need to be
like Birmingham, aren't they? Like Birmingham were in the Championship, like sort of 30-man of relegation for a few seasons, and have now gone down. Everton have been doing the same in the Premier League, and I think at some point your luck runs out, doesn't it? And they're going to go, and it's worrying.
They've got to be very careful because they could have the most amazing stadium in the world, which it does look amazing. It looks like a spaceship from the outside. And they could be playing in that in league in the Championship if they're not careful enough, and they could end up like we ended up, because look what happened to us when we moved into a new stadium.
They'll do a Sunderland. If they come down, they'll go dead straight down again. They'll lose all their players. The wages will have to drop. They'll have to rebuild the entire squad. They're still struggling with FFP, so they won't be able to spend all their parachute money, and they'll go straight down like Sunderland did.
Yeah, and the problem is, they've probably picked the wrong time to be moving into a new stadium, because the club isn't in a very good place, is it? When you think about it.
I mean, that wouldn't be their back four normally, or the keeper. I'll give them that. But everything else in front of them would be playing, which is they didn't create anything really, did they? The two chances they created, we give them the ball.
And Dovin really didn't have much to do with those couple of chances. I mean, Calvert-Lewin's chances went straight to Dovin, didn't they?
Well, the one from the Bobby Thomas mistake when he passed it across to him. I mean, I think I could have probably done a better job of challenging the keeper than he did. I mean, that was just, it was rubbish.
I've seen people do kick it for a ticket that would have a better go at shooting there.
The thing is, as well, I mean, if you're an Everton fan, you'd be a bit worried as well, because presumably, whilst that's not their normal back four, that's obviously part of their squad. They were all like experienced international players. Like, you'd think they should be able to turn up and do a job against a championship team, and they were just poor, weren't they?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, that's coming from Aaron. Rodoni ran the show on Tuesday.
Oh, he's very good.
Christopher Baker says, imagine this team when we get Sheaf back.
Yeah. What a team.
Yeah.
I'm just going to skip a couple.
No news on captain yet, but you got to give it Ben Sheaf, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All day long.
I'd have thought so. This comment from Trevor Merriman. From goalie, 4 passes and you're in our box. Brilliant passing movement. That's what an Everton fan said.
Yeah, really good. Really good.
Ralph Wiggins thinks that Binks is a great signing.
Yeah.
James Hollyoaks chat with his old boss was good.
Yeah, that was good, actually. I seen that. That was good. I was worried he was going to offer him a new contract and take him away from us.
That was...
It'd be better than DCL, wouldn't
he? Oh, yeah.
I was worried that this chap might turn up tonight. Body Sat Bass. I've got it now. I think Asante will be a great addition.
Yes, definitely will be.
Definitely.
Gordon Tulliard, what is the app to download? What's this for, Miles?
EFL Fantasy League. Just put in your Google App Store, EFL Fantasy League, and then you put in that code at the bottom of the screen. You can join our fantasy league.
I'll do that.
Go.
Aaron, when Robin said he didn't want to see us showboat in these pre-season fixtures, I thought he was talking about lower league opposition, not Premier League Everton.
Yeah, even Stevenage scored. Come on, Toffees, what are you doing?
And Trevor Merriman agrees with Ralph. I agree. Binks our best signing.
Binks is just brilliant. He's brilliant.
So
cool on the ball.
Even though Binks looks so calm and never flustered on Tuesday, 100% the start of the season. EMC looked quality as well. Never watched him before. He could get double figures this season, nipping at the back post. Rodoni definitely an upgrade on you know who. I've got to say, this is what you want. You want fans to buy into it, don't you? Because what you don't want is sign players and for the fans to go, oh, he's not as good as what we had. A bit like Sims and Wright at the start of last season with Gyökeres. And as they started scoring, there was less posts about Victor on social media, wasn't there? The start of the season was just so annoying at times, you know.
But the thing is, it all comes down to this pre-season, doesn't it? The time they've spent together, the time they've been away together, the time they come back, then they go away again, then they come back, and that's the difference. It's the pre-season, it's the gelling, the talking, getting to know each other, going out for a drink probably at the weekend or during the week, or going around each other's houses and settling in. It's like Rodoni said on his interview, the players have made him settle in really, really quick, and he's loving it here already. And that's what it's about. And when you look at that training ground and you drive up to those gates, you imagine those gates look fantastic now. And that driveway that goes down, they've all got a parking space. It's all nice and tidy. It's big. It's wide. It's all new. All the pitches are brilliant. The facilities are starting to look great. If you're a new player and you're turning up there, you're going to be going, "Oh, I love this place. This is brilliant already." You know, it's just fantastic. It goes back to when I used to sell cars, right? And I went looking for a car, and I went into this one showroom, and all the staff were miserable. And I looked at the showroom and I thought, I worked at the Honda dealership in Coventry, which was a small one. It was by the airport. It was a small dealership. I went into this one dealership. It was bloody lovely. It was massive, glass windows, lights and everything. And I went, cool, if I worked in here, I'd sell cars forever and ever and ever. And that's what you must feel like when you go to that training ground now. Wow, oh, wow. And then these players have played against us last season or the season before, seen the fans at the CBS thinking, I want a piece of that. You know, look at the fans. They love it. They know they're going somewhere. They know something's going on with this club. And if you're a player like that and you come into that atmosphere, you're going to settle in straight away. And it's hard for Hadji, isn't it? It's hard because he's American. He's been playing in America. Then he went off to Turkey. And no disrespect for the Turkish league or the MLS or anything, but it ain't the Championship and it ain't the Premier League, is it? You know what I mean? So it's completely different. And bringing in Asante is going to have to wait. Hadji's going to have to wake up, isn't he? Because he's definitely the laziest out of the two, isn't he? Out of Sims and Hadji. He's definitely the more lethargic, isn't he?
When you were selling cars, were you like Swiss Tony from the Fast Show?
No.
Surely the squad depth will do nothing but good for Hadji. He's now got to compete. He's not going to walk in on the left wing just because he had a good season last year.
No, definitely.
He can't. I don't think he can do what Mason Clark can do.
No,
he's not that type of player. I still think he'll end up down the middle again.
It's useful to have different kinds of players that we could play there.
We've got different options, though, haven't we?
Yeah,
like
Mason's not having a good game. You're getting dragged off, mate. You're not the only one that can play there. You're not nailed on, so don't chill out. If you're not on it, you're off, and Hadji's on. Done.
That's it. Exactly.
We could do that in any position across our team now.
Yeah, which is
is that the reason why Ken's not on tonight? You dragged him off, Miles, have you? What's happened to him? Where is he?
He's driving around somewhere. He's working. He's doing nights, isn't he? So he's on nights tonight. So
I'll let him off.
Yeah, it's his week of nights, so he's not around.
Price, I don't care about her hair. Nobody cares about me. All I care about is Jack Rodoni. We had a load of Germans singing that in Frankfurt after Darmstadt game.
Brilliant. There's his song already. There you go. I love it.
Colin Branfield says Everton had 2 shots on goal all game.
Yeah. On time.
Body Satvas. Hopefully Eccles will be stopped from taking corners now. Rodoni has them covered. They were really good corners.
Well, you've got Sakamoto as well to take the corners, who's good at taking corners. Casey Palmer, Victor Torp. You know, you're going to be asking them. You're not going to be asking Eccles anymore, I don't think. And definitely not Jade Silver.
Wayne Littlewood will be interesting to see how we play against teams who press us. Last season, we folded like a deck of cards against teams that pressed us.
Binks is too lax, and Dobbins, he was brilliant. You know, he looked one way, oh, there's a player. Turned the other way, oh, there's a player. Looked down the middle, dink. And that ball he played to Eccles when he'd got 2 Everton players closing in either side of him. And he looked either side to the centre-backs, then looked down the middle, and there was Eccles in no man's land. He went perfect pass, and Eccles even ran forward to it. Didn't have to wait for it. He could run onto it. Fantastic.
And I think that's how you're going to cut out the high press off other teams. We're going to put the more high press onto them, especially with Sakamoto in there and F1. I think the way they're going to play is going to be pushing up as far as they can go, isn't it?
Paul, because for 30 people more at a friendly than the home game in the semi-final against Notts County.
There you go. That says it.
There you go. Well done, Paul. Brilliant. I love that stat. See, Claudio didn't know that stat. Well done, Paul.
Get Paul on next week.
Yeah, Paul, you're on. You're on the encyclopedia.
We want to get out more, Paul. Do you think the Roma game will be closed or yeah, it is. It's behind
St. James's Park. It's at St. James's Park.
George's Park.
Oh, George's Park.
At Gaddafi, you looked like you're strolling on the beach, couldn't you, to watch that game? I don't think you can here. There's no beach in Burton. There's plenty of beer. Steve's building services. Steve's had a bit of a mare because he's missed out. He keeps asking loads of questions about what's happened, and I think he's been away for a month.
He says, is anyone able to tell us Stoke tickets will be general sale? They're all gone. they went in the first 5 hours or 6. They're gone. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, mate.
Right. Okay. We have got another one here.
He's gone our bugger, Steve.
I know. So the Belgium, according to Glenn, it sounds like it's Nicholas Madsen.
He's from Denmark, isn't he?
Here we go. Old encyclopedia number 3's on it.
Someone else
Jack.
commented about a 6'3" player. I don't know if that's the same
Yeah,
person.
that's him. He's 6'3". He's in. Yeah, he's Danish.
Oh,
So I've
that
just
would be
Googled
nice.
him.
He'll get on well with.
Apparently he's played with Torp in the past, and apparently he knows Milan as well.
Oh, well, there we are then. And
That'd
he'll
be
get on with
perfect.
Dovin, won't he? Because they're from Scandinavia.
There you go.
Oh, we got some guesses for Guess the Gate. Look, we ain't got many, so if you want to have a go, Guess the Gate for Saturday. Get your guesses in.
We've got a one from Lewis Baker. Evening all, first time here, PSB. Glad to have you on board.
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yes, hello. Welcome.
We're just gelling. We're a bit like it gets better as it goes on during the season, doesn't it?
We're warming up.
And Lewis reckons we need an experienced CB and central midfielder. I'm going to go.
Talking about experienced centre backs, old Kyle McFadzean, congratulations. He's signed another contract with Blackburn.
God, that's.
Is them relegated then?
He's loyal, though, isn't he?
Yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah, fair play to it.
Yeah.
Right. Got one. Webby Sports Roundup. Hi, boys. Been out. Just come on. I'm in heaven at the moment with us. We're looking good. We just need to keep everyone happy. Webby Sports Roundup from sunny Tenerife, PUSB.
Got to go out there. I need some sunshine. This rain's done me head. It's only been
I'm going to start writing down the guesses while Miles tells us how he's going to make it easier for us to get into the ground, because that was it. Shambles, absolute shambles on Tuesday.
Right. Yes. So this is how we're going to make it easier at the ground. So please, Mr. Doug King, anyone from the club watching, this is how you're going to do it. Right. So when you walk up the hill from the train station, and when you come in from the other end, from Dylan's end and the Sky Blue Jimmy Hill statue, you put security there, either end. Then you search people as they're coming in, right? And they're in that area. Then all you do is open the gates and people can go to the gates whenever they want. If they go back out, they have to be searched again when they come back in. Now, the reason I say this, they did this at Sheffield Wednesday and it was brilliant. So they had the search tables and everything away from the turnstiles, and they searched everyone at the tables. And then you went into an area and went into the gates whenever you wanted. Also, the emergency doors that are in the middle of the gate. So you've got your gates, turnstiles either side. You've got the two big doors in the middle. They should turn them into turnstiles that open out at the end of the game, because they can do it. They can open. There is a system that you can have emergency turnstiles that open. So they need to install more turnstiles down that one side of the ground. And once you're in that fan zone, you've been searched. You go back out, and you get searched again when you come back in. So there's no like going out, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some flares or something and get back in. You get searched every time you go out and come back in. That's the best way to get everyone in that ground without having silly security men right at the turnstile searching you before you go through the turnstile. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. They've got to sort it out. And I said to the guy when I went in, I says, you security lot, you do know we've sold over 20,000 season tickets and there's a week to go. So that is the best way they're going to do it. So anyone at Cov City watching, there you go. And it will work. I promise you it will work. Because it worked at Sheffield and Wembley. Wembley do it, don't they? Wembley do it. They search you before you get to the turnstiles, before you go into that area. They do it there as well. So why can't we do that? What do you think to that, Jack?
Yeah, sounds like a great idea, to be fair. I was sceptical when I heard you got this revolutionary idea. And I think can everyone just turn up 20 minutes earlier? Because it would stop people getting in 5 minutes late, wouldn't it? But everyone's too fussed about having a beer. But no, that sounds class. Just like you say, police it. The only downside to that, and people will disagree with me on this, I quite like it when away fans mingle with us. Outside the East Stand with all the bars, the food, the music that they've got. I quite like it when away fans come around there. Some Some games we play, they don't allow away fans near us, which is fair. Like Leicester, Birmingham, for example, fine. But they're both gone now, so who cares? But we've spoken to some great away fans around the area in the past couple of seasons. It's nice to have a mingle. Maybe having that line of security would prevent that.
No, you can still let them in.
Well, there's still the family zone as well, so that's the counter argument. If you want to mingle with them, go to the family zone.
Yeah, so it can be done, and if they do want to go in, all they got to do is be searched. They can't go through the turnstiles because their ticket won't allow them.
Yeah, that's fine. I just thought with a layer of security, maybe you'd make sure it's just home only at that point, but
no,
you don't have to.
It's still high security because they're checking you as you're going through. I just think it would stop all the congestion because they've got these silly metal barriers making queues. Right, that don't work. That's what a ball ache that is. I'll tell you, them metal barrier things, they don't work.
They don't work because you don't know where the queue for the barrier is and the queue for the bar is. Because you've got the outside bars. You don't know what queue you're in at times.
Yeah.
The other night, we walked all the way around. We meant to go in at 18. I went around at 30 something or other. I just kept walking. And even they were stacked out as well. So
my area, you're not allowed to come around there. That's for us posh people.
they've got to, I'll tell you what, they've got to sort it out. They've got a week to do it. And I think that's the best way they can do it. I just think that way everyone's in that area, they're safe, and then they go in the gate whenever they want to go in. They can go in the turnstiles. And all this about buying a beer outside, right? And then when you get to the gate, the turnstile, you can't take it through. Well, hold on a minute, you bought it at the game. So what's that all about? And then them bars outside have got the bars inside. So why can't you take
to be fair, though, that's going to be the same in every stadium up and down the country.
No,
you can't take a beer in.
No, but
I agree with your point.
From outside the bar that's for the stadium. So why can't you take that beer through into the? I don't get that.
I get your point, but like I say, there is going to be no stadium up and down the country where you can take a beer through a turnstile at a football stadium.
I know, but they should be able to because it's the bars that are inside the turnstiles. Is what I'm saying. It just seems daft.
It was weird the other night because we got in at just after 7:30, I think, 7:30, and it was just weird inside. It looked like there was going to be nobody there. We just walked straight up to the bar, got served, and it was just mad that people weren't getting in.
It was like half time as well.
It's poor, really.
Even if they don't do that, like, because I suppose there might be some difficulties. Cause, like, can you completely shut off the whole circle so people can't get in anywhere within the security points? That, like, I don't know if that's possible all the way around. But even if they didn't do that, they could adopt an approach that some clubs, I think Blackburn do it, Leicester did it, where like just away from so you do your security away from the actual gate. So you're in the queue to get in your gate, but they do it in 2 tiers. So you do your security, you get past them, and then you queue in to do your ticket. And that allows it to flow better as well because people are moving all the time. When you're making security right by the gate, you're just causing a bottleneck all the time, aren't you?
I just don't.
The other option.
Yeah, that don't work, Vic. It doesn't work, does it? Having the security on the gate does.
Yeah, it's going to be a way. Like when we went to Leicester last season, you got there. You did your security, so you queued to get in, did your security, and then there was a couple of steps, and then you were at the gate. So it just get it flowing all the time because you've gone through security before. So it's not like a big external security, but it's still not at the actual gate. So that's a sort of in between option. Yeah. Quite a lot of clubs do that, and to get right to the gate and then be stopped for security is ridiculous.
It is.
Well, I struggled getting in with my ticket because I put a post up on social media asking which way you meant to print it. So I did it both ways, but the print wasn't very good at all. And I've seen there's a comment elsewhere saying that people are struggling to use their printed ticket. In the end, I'd got it on my phone anyway, and I got it on my phone. But I thought
quite a lot of people had trouble on phones as well, didn't they? That was the other problem. Yeah. So it was a mix of problems.
Yeah, I saw that in my queue. There was people with paper and people with it on their phones. It just wasn't scanning. Personally, I didn't have a problem. I walked up, scanned it, and walked off. But it's not perfect, and that will obviously get better with season tickets and.
But I look at this way. Tickets. I got in after about the 3rd attempt. Luke was after 6 goes. It still wouldn't work, and I said to the guy, I said, "Look, look at his ticket. It's obviously he's with me. He's got it on his phone as well. Just let him in." I mean, just sometimes common sense has got to take over, hasn't it? Really.
It doesn't, though, does it? Because they're wearing that jacket and they think, oh, I'm God, I can do what I like. They're just always heavy-handed, aren't they?
I'm not sure it's even always that either. Some of them just haven't got enough initiative, like they're maybe a bit young and a bit inexperienced, and they've just not got any initiative to think, like, what can we do to sort this out? That's a problem as well.
Yeah. Now, here's something that's come up today. So, when the new football season starts at the Coventry Building Society Arena, teams will be putting in place a short duration temporary road closures on the A444 after the game and big events. After matches, the A444 Jimmy Hill Way between Junction 3 and Holbrooks Way will be temporarily closed. Alternative routes will be signed and you'll be able to enter the arena park from the city side. So here you go. That's your map there. So the roads are going to be closed. That looks like the road where our new car park is. That's going to be closed. Well, okay. So you might as well just hang around the ground for a bit. Go to the casino and get a beer, I think. But the road closures. Let's have some points of view on this. They did it a couple of games last season. I think one was Leeds. The other one was Birmingham City, if I'm not mistaken, and one Leicester City as well. Jack, what do you make to this?
Well, I'm in car park C, so it's good. But the one thing that, and I'm assuming it's the council or the highways agency need to do, is change the bloody traffic light signals, because they keep them on so that it's as though they've not changed anything. The A444 traffic's the one that's moving. But I'm coming out of car park C. If you shut the road, I just want to be able to drive out, please. That'd be great. If they can sort that out, that'd be wonderful for car park C. I don't know what it means for A and B, but it means getting out of Tesco would be good as well. So if you're in Tesco or car park C, you'll be dandy.
Yeah, you'll be way out of there. Good. Vicky, what do you make to all this?
Yeah, mixed really. I know that it's quite controversial, isn't it? Quite a lot of people don't like the idea, but for me, I've always thought it was strange that we didn't do that. You go to lots of away grounds, don't you? And the sort of surrounding roads are shut off, and you can just walk out of the ground quick. And I know when we did the Commonwealth Games and they had some events here, they shut the roads off for those, and it just allowed you to walk away quickly in numbers. And so that's what seemed quite sensible to me. You want to get as many people away as quickly as possible, and there's quite a lot of footfall. So if you can get all those people away and then open up and let the cars away, is that not quicker and safer in the long run? I don't know. So for me, I'm sort of leaning towards that really, and I can't quite work out what the roads they are, but I think I'm parked further than all those roads, so I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think we noticed the other night coming out, crossing that main road at the Pelican Crossing by the roundabout, is really dangerous. It really is. Yeah. It's
that's
lethal.
the way I've always walked. Because I was walking and I walk up into Holbrook, and
yeah. It's lethal getting across that road.
Times. It's not safe, and it gets really crowded, and there's not a lot of pavement space either, so it does get really congested around there on a sort of big attendance. And like sort of 5-6 years ago when we were getting lower gates, it didn't really matter, but now there's a full stadium. That does feel a little bit unsafe on occasion. So I think for me, it probably is the right thing.
Well, when I went past you, Vicky, I said to Luca, right, parked at Christ the King. I said, we're going to have to go this way because I think this will be the best way to get there. So I went round the other side of the ground, going past you. And it was like Kamikaze Island on the A46.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. People just running out in front of cars.
Yeah.
And Luca said they're shutting this road off for the season, I think. And I could see why, because it's absolute nightmare. And it's not the driver's fault. It's just people just being a bit daft. And because there's thousands of people trying to cross on one Pelican crossing, you can't do it.
Yeah.
And then there's people everywhere. And I felt sorry for a couple nearly got knocked off because the guy's on a bike. It's not the bike's fault. You're crossing the road when it's a green light.
The other thing as well, that bridge that goes across the road, if you come out and walk down past the railway station to go along by the past the away fans, and you're on the main road, where that walkway bridge is, they've put some fencing up now, so you can't go up on the grass verge to cut back up to the top to go up the steps to go over the bridge and come down the other side. They put a fence up, and you can't go down and round past club shop because the away fans come out. So it doesn't work. So the idea, I think the way they've done it is closing the roads. I know it's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum, but I think it'd be okay, to be honest.
I think everyone will get away quicker and safer, and that's the main thing, isn't it? We don't want someone getting hurt, and
No.
you don't want to wait until that happens to do anything about it. So it's just, yeah, it's just the safest way. Like I said, I've always gone that way down and like into Holbrooks, and the amount of times that you just say like people running in front of cars and things, it's like scary.
Yeah. Now, listen, don't forget, if you are watching tonight and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Give us a like as well. Please subscribe. And we are all fully up and running still. Since the close of season, we've been having shows every Sunday. Well, every Thursday nights, but Sunday night, sorry. And then now we're back to Thursdays and Sundays. But also, don't forget, out now is episode 13. You haven't recorded one this week, have you, Claudio?
No.
No. So there isn't one this week. So episode 13 is still out with David Smith, ex-player, Charity Shield, and the start of the Premier League. Sky Blue History Podcast. Catch it either on our YouTube channel, you can watch it on there, or you can get it on Spotify, and it will be exclusively on Spotify 24 to 48 hours before it goes on our YouTube channel, because it is Jim Brown and Claudio's special podcast, and it will be on Spotify 24 to 48 hours before it gets published on our channel on YouTube. So you've got that to look forward to. Right then, should we have a few clips from Germany?
I've got some comments first, Miles, but I'll get these out of the way first. This is from Brian Kavanagh. I believe that there's a legal right of way alongside that stadium. They cannot legally close it off. This is to the walkways, I think.
Okay.
Paul that's Miles' idea, wasn't it? About because you'd have to shut it off. Yeah.
Paul Cuttingford, they do it at Hospitality Miles. There's no problem with the posh lot. They're not all posh in hospitality.
No, I've been in that.
Mark Rainbow was worse, the queue to get in or the queue at the bars at half time. And here's Wayne Littlewood. The reason for the beer is the outside bars are private caterers, whereas the inside, they are run by Delaware, and the club get a high percentage of revenue.
Yeah, but some of the bars outside have got bars inside.
Janet, they should have done this a long time ago. Brian Cameron says you can still exit the car park. This is referring to...
the car park. Brilliant.
You can still exit the car park by turning right. They don't close the car park after the game. This is at Christ the King.
Brilliant. Lovely.
That's all right. That's where we're part.
Thank you, Brian.
It's a bit of a walk, isn't it?
Nah, it's all right. It's fine. I'm going to get an electric scooter.
Well, I'm going to put on weight because I stopped and had a burger at the van. There's a van nearby. I thought, let the traffic go. I'll have a burger.
I'm walking further than you. I'm up in Ash Green. So I've got even further to walk. Yeah.
Andrew, a road closure is a great idea in the absence of another bridge. It's been lethal at times trying to cross the A444 after the match.
Yeah, it is bad.
So Brian says to implement this, it costs the club $150,000 a year.
Wow.
It's because I don't think the stadium, although it's their idea, they don't want to pay for it. So there might be issues on match days if we don't do it, apparently. So it's not all roses and whatever, violets between us and the stadium, put it that way. Wayne Vaughan, someone will get hurt on that crossing. FX tool. I think that's how you say it. This will cost the club, right? We're not rich, exactly. But we're big players now, aren't we? We're nicking players off of the clubs now. Off a billionaire owner as well, Lee Beckett. So it just shows you, it doesn't matter how much money you got, you can't use your own money. And there's a prime example, Hull City.
Yeah.
Lee Beckett, it's not dangerous if people are sensible. That's true.
Yeah. The trouble is, some people have had some beers, haven't they? So not everyone is. And also the other trouble is it does get a bit overly congested, so it does feel a bit crushy sometimes, even if people are being sensible, which isn't nice.
Steve Price, we park in Christ the King, and it's really dangerous getting back with really fast cars. And we've had a few beers. Sense to close the roads, in my opinion. It's not usual, is it? I mean, it does happen to other, and Webby's had to go on the gate. He's gone for 19,842.
Oh, well done, Webby. Good guess.
Someone had to go and said 198,000.
Wow.
I think it might have been a typo.
Everyone's going to sit on the roof. Right, let's get some videos then from Germany. I think these are uploaded okay. Ken was struggling earlier, but I've had a little play and see if we can get them on there. Let's have a little nose then, see if we got some. I think there you go, that's one. Is this the car? Oh.
One, two, three, four. Kyle Fancy. Kyle Fancy. Drinks the vodka and drinks the Jaeger. His name's fucking massive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kyle Fancy. Kyle Fancy. Drinks the vodka and drinks.
There you go. That was Carl McFadzean, and I don't know if you knew that, but he was on the phone with Rich Overson, and Ken was there having a few beers with them all, and they started singing his song for him. So that was nice of the fans. What else we got? Right, now there's one thing about that video. Did you hear the tannoy system?
Can't say I did. I just heard music.
Exactly. The tannoy system. The music.
Yeah.
Why can't we have one like that?
We do, and the drummer drums out of time, so we can't hear it then.
No, ours is awful. Ours is absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
Not perfect. It should be like that. It should be like a nightclub. Music should be boom, boom, boom when you're there.
We can outsing the tannoy anyway, Miles. You know that.
Yeah, but seriously, it's not intimidating enough. It needs to
it's the mics that are the problem. When they're talking, I can't hear a thing on our side.
Oh, the rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. They've got to sort it out. Definitely got to sort
that's
it out.
because we're normally noisier than he is, so he's not going to out talk us singing.
No, I suppose not. No. Right, here's a video from our TikTok. Now, we had him on the show, and let's play it.
Right, 0-0 away, and we needed to win. I thought we'd at least win 1 or 2-0 and give us something to share about.
Dan.
The most disappointing thing for me is the fact that we've just gone there and we didn't even get a goal.
Dan, we won 2-0.
What?
We won 2-0 tonight.
What do you mean we won 2-0 tonight?
The final score tonight was Crew Alexandra 0, Coventry City 2. That was the final score.
No, we left 2 minutes before the end of the game. We didn't win 2-0 tonight.
And you lost. If you left 2 minutes before the end, you didn't see the 2 goals. We won 2-0.
That was Dan.
He's going to live that down. That's like going to be like there forever, isn't it?
It is, yes. If you want to see any more videos like that, head over to our TikTok channel. And you can see those videos on there, or you can go on our YouTube channel if you're watching tonight on YouTube. Please give us a like and subscribe. And there are some shorts on there that you can watch as well. Right, I think is that it? I think we've come to the end of the show, haven't we, guys? I think we've covered mostly everything. Is that right, Claudio? Or have we got any more comments?
No, Alison Berry says awesome atmosphere.
Oh,
Alison went to Germany, didn't she? I think Alison went.
Yes, I got a little bit of that. What's the word?
Envy. I had envy. I wanted to be there.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
FOMO.
Yeah, I had a bit of that. Oh man, seriously, I was seeing people flying over, driving over, and I was just, oh man, I weren't happy. I was stuck at work, and I was like, I want to go to Germany. Couldn't go. Couldn't go.
Are you going live on Saturday before the game, Miles, again?
Yes, we will. Well, yes. Now listen, right? We're gonna have to we're gonna have to start early because I couldn't get in the ground. So we're gonna probably start an hour and a half before kickoff. Do half an hour outside the ground. If the sun's shining, we will be outside the ground, doing some little interviews. So if you want to come and say hello to us, we will be outside round about the club shop. We'll walk our way round, head over towards the bars and the family stand, and come and see us, and you can have a little chat with us and join us as we'll see me on Saturday at Dillon's. We won't be there this Saturday, and if the sun's shining, we're going to be outside the ground because top up my tan before I head off on my holidays in November. So yeah, I've got to start getting a bit of a suntan ready to go away, so I don't want to burn when I'm away. But yeah, we'll be doing live stream, and also Sunday night we'll be back as well to talk about the Werder Bremen game, and also to have a little chat about the Stoke game up and coming, because obviously we've got our first game of the season coming up very, very soon. Jack, coming to Stoke, I suppose.
I'm not actually. I'm in Cornwall, so I'm missing that one. But I'm back. I'm back for the next
one. Then lots of points of Rattler.
Well, yes and no. I'm on a scout camp, so maybe one, but not that many.
You're not going to have a secret stash.
I think we'll
He's
see.
not
We'll
allowed
see.
to publicly, is he?
There's not much of a secret. You tell us.
Where are you going in Cornwall then?
I'll be honest, I don't even know. I'm just getting on the bus. I've had no involvement in the planning. I'm just joining in for some good time. Surfing, we've got loads of activities planned, but you don't know about that.
Cool.
So.
Have you surfed before?
Yeah, I'm no good, but I've done it.
Brilliant. You'll enjoy it. It'll be
You wear
amazing.
the little tie and the shorts and everything.
Well, I've got a necker, but yeah, we'll wear them.
How many badges you got?
Oh, I'm a leader now. I don't count badges.
Hey,
Embroidery, is that one of them?
yeah, embroidery.
Not that I did.
Sewing.
Sewing.
Yeah, you've got to get your sewing badge, otherwise you can't get all your badges on your shirt, can you?
You can. You buy that iron-on stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm missing the Stoke game, but I'll be back for Oxford.
Brilliant. Excellent. And Vicky, you're coming to Stoke?
No, I'm in London.
What? Oh, Judith Chambers is off again.
I'm seeing Tom Grennan.
No, you're not.
I am.
Don't tell
He's
Show.
cool. Yeah, he's doing a show, and I'm going down to London.
Don't tell Shezza. Oh, man, don't tell
Amongst
Shezza.
other things, but yeah, that's one of the things we're doing over the weekend.
Brilliant. I just hope you don't turn into a Sheffield United fan now. I will be very disappointed.
Well, nobody's given money to our statue appeal, hasn't he? He's still like carved.
Oh, yes. Talking about that, they've hit the target, which is good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we hopefully we're going to be invited for the unveiling. So I'm on that. Don't worry about it. I'm having a word with Uncle Joe. So we're trying our best to get be live for the unveiling. And Claudio, you're coming to Stoke?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm coming to Stoke. Sorry?
Sitting on your own because you could only get one ticket.
Oh, yeah. Luke has got his ticket now. It's 2 rows behind me.
Oh,
it was a farce, wasn't it? Getting the tickets. The system sort of crashed, didn't it?
That's going to be a free for all for getting to your seats, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in the safe standing bit apparently. And got a Bristol City ticket as well today. So I got that as well.
Yeah.
Is that the Carabao one that went on sale? I guess.
Yeah, got those. So
might have 2 tickets for grabs for Bristol City away.
Yeah, nice one.
A little competition for 2 tickets for Bristol City.
I've got a spare one for Saturday because Luke's not going now. So if anyone wants to come with me, if you want to put yourself through that.
Brilliant. So anyone out there wants to join Claudio and sit next to him and have you here?
Chris, I want to. Chris likes it the next year, doesn't he? He might take up on that.
Chris.
He's probably already got a ticket. But
I'll just spread my legs and
We'll be at Stoke. But it was good, Bristol City, because you got 30 points.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
So that's worth it. So, and I've booked Portsmouth Hotel for the Friday night because the game's at 12 kickoff.
Claudia, we're going to be an early bus start on that day, aren't we?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Oh, Portsmouth, you mean?
Yeah.
Portsmouth, yeah.
Yeah, that's a killer, that is.
So, so I've booked a hotel and I can't stay the Saturday night because on the Sunday it's my wedding anniversary. I'll be lynched. Someone's just said they'll join you.
Oh, who's that then?
FX Talk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Who's that then? Who's is that a new watcher? Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. You're going to contact me. Contact me through
Facebook. Comment on one of his many posts on Facebook.
Yeah.
Say that you're FXTAL.
Yeah.
And,
if you're on Facebook, send me a message, or you could email
Sky Blue Fans TV.
info@Sky Blue Fans TV and get in touch with me. You can have the ticket.
There you go. You can email it across, can't you, Claudia? Mick Davenport says we can all pile around his house for beers because he lives near Ashton Gate. Have you got any parking?
You got room for a coach.
Yeah, you got room for a coach. Brilliant. What time is coach leaving for Bristol City?
I don't know if we're doing one for the Tuesday night. There's a bit of interest, but I'm not sure yet. There's just talks. We'll do one for the league game though, for sure. That'd be a full coach, I should imagine.
Brilliant. Right, well, that's it then. We've come to the end of the show. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves who have been watching. Thank you so much for your support. We couldn't do this channel without you guys watching us and, giving us comments and taking part tonight. Absolutely brilliant. And it's great to be back. So absolutely superb. And thank you for all the kind wishes wishing me back. And we will be back Saturday live from the CBS Arena when Coventry City take on Werder Bremen. And you never know, we might sign another player by then. Or
they finished 9th in the Bundesliga, so that'd be interesting friendly on Saturday.
Good test.
That is going to be a good test.
2-1 to City. Come on, the Sky Blues.
Oh, you do a score prediction? Oh, 2-1. Whoa. I don't do score predictions for friendlies. There's no point, is there?
Boo.
Boo.
Boo. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Great number of people watching and commenting. Just superb. So we will see you again on Saturday, live from the CBS. And if you can't join us, then we'll be live again Sunday evening, 7:30. Join Ken and the team, and we'll be talking about Werder Bremen game and just enjoying the sunshine. If it comes back out after this thunderstorm tonight, can't live with this rain. Need the sun out. Take care, everyone. Big play up Sky Blues from me. And thank you, Claudio, Victoria, and Jack for joining us. And we'll see you all Saturday. Take care. Play up Sky Blues.
Play up Sky Blues.
Play up Sky Blues.
Sky Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.